Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 57 of Direwolf20's server play series. On the server with Floristar at the moment, nobody else really on, but Pahimar is on TeamSpeak with us. What's up, guys?
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going? Pahimar was just showing me some nifty stuff. Can I show the Philosopher's Stone on camera, Pahimar?
Of course.
Yay, I'm going to cheat it in because that's the only way to get it right now. But one of the things that Pahamar's been working on, if you notice in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, you can see a little circle block thingy that tells you what's going to happen or what the transmute is going to be when you click on it. Now, it's showing me sand at the moment, by the way, Pahamar, so I guess I have to shift right-click to get sand, as always, right?
Yes, you still have to do that.
Sweet. Can you get it to, like, do that? Show me what it's going to actually do.
Yeah, there's further refinement to be done. This is kind of a proof of concept that it works.
I like it. And it does work pretty well. Like, you can see it, like, doing stuff. Like, here it's going to make me a daisy or a yellow flower. Pretty nice. And the red flower back and forth. Pretty awesome. The fern. That's cool. I like it, dude. I like it a lot, honestly. But the Philosopher's Stone has this really neat ability. And you can tell us as much as you want to tell us on camera here. Look what happens when I mouse over the world here now. You can see it's highlighting which block I have targeted. Now that doesn't make a lot of sense for one block, but imagine like 3 by 3 or 5 by 5 when you're trying to do that. It'll highlight all the blocks that are going to be changed when you right click. How cool.
Exactly. It's going to be a much nicer way than having the old charge bar system.
Cool. I like it. That is really neat. Yeah, so it's going to be like an in-world representation of what your transmutes are going to be. Did you see, by the way, that there's now a turtle in Misc Peripherals that does transmutes?
I did. I actually had to talk to Richard G about it because he had it consuming minium shards for fuel to do transmutes, which is incorrect.
I assumed, like, he did some kind of calculation. Like, you know, you feed it a minium shard and it'll do whatever. Like, X number of transmutes before it burns out type of thing. I thought it was some kind of, like, refueling the internal minium shard thing.
I think that's what he was anticipating, that's how I was going to have that mechanic work, but it's not, so he's in later versions that should be fixed.
Gotcha. Oh, I did bad things. I mixed apple juice and honey in the same pipe. Ha! What a noob. Oh well, I'll live. I'm going to remove honey drops from this thing. Everybody out of the pool. And we'll let them all filter up this way. Yoink. Spit your honey drops out. You have somewhere to go. Don't pretend like you don't. You should be able to come down here. Oh, that's why. Royal jelly. Okay, I was close. If I put this guy like this again... There it goes. Nice. And hopefully my light blue is my honey drops. We'll find out. I'm pretty sure it is. It would only make sense. Yeah. Alright, well, I gotta sort that out. But today, I want to get working on a new project that'll hopefully be kind of fun. We'll have to see, though. A couple things I want to get working on. Kind of a big project. Kind of a really big project. I want to build a frame machine. I think it's about time. And I want to use some of the new items that LRM has added to Red Power 2. So let me get situated, figure out what I want to get building. It's going to be kind of a large build and pretty complex, but hopefully in the end, it'll be really neat. Alright, guys, I'll be back in a few. Alright guys, hanging out in New Digger. I want to get started with some kind of frame machine. My quarry in the last world ran out and I figured, you know what, I'm not going to set up a new quarry. I'm going to set up a crazy complicated frame device. I want it to be more than just a mining platform though. Like, I want it to do everything. I want it to mine, macerate, smelt. Where did I fall here? Oh cool, look at this, I fell into a little cave. I want it to do everything basically. That's a little warning that there's a thing there. Haha. I want it to, like, do it all. Like, I want this to be a complete platform for doing everything that exists for the mining operation, and then just have it output to my main overworld as a finished product. So I can just, spit out processed ores and everything else, and I can really manipulate what goes in and what doesn't and what comes out and all that kind of cool stuff. So I need to figure out a nice spot to start building it. I'm thinking like this big open plain right here probably wouldn't be a bad place to start. There's a couple things we need to get started with, of course, just to get the ball rolling, and then we're going to kind of build it from there. So again, pretty large, pretty complex build that's going to involve doing everything related to mining. It's going to be like a giant mobile mining platform. Sounds like a good plan. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go along. So let's get started over here building some of the cool stuff we're going to need. Now, I've got some resources in this world that I was playing with. Not too many, actually. It looks like I'm kind of low. I'm going to have to go with all kinds of crazy stuff. But I have a project table here. I'm ready to start, and I have a bunch of metals and stuff to use in the main world. I'll probably be popping back and forth as I go. So I guess the first thing to start with is some frames. So let's get a recipe for those guys going. Remember, the frame is pretty easy, just brass surrounded by sticks. Let's look that guy up. Cool. All right, so let's get them going. I'm going to need some sticks, and I'm going to need some brass. Looks like I don't have as many metals in this world as I thought, so I'm going to go load up in the overworld. Clean up my inventory a bit. Don't need you, but I will need you. I'll hang on to this guy, because he's always fun. Bit of junk. I have no idea what happened to my forestry backpacks, by the way. I must have dropped them at some point somewhere. Maybe I put them in that chest upstairs. That might have been what I did. So... Nope, they're not in... Oh yeah, there they are. Cool. Alright, well I do have them somewhere. Let's see, I need a bunch of metals. I'm going to want probably some gold, a good amount of iron, some bronze, definitely some bronze. Some copper, some tin, some silver, maybe some lead. Ooh, lead's got that symbol on it? Nice. Alright, I thought I had brass. I must not have any brass. I'm going to go make some off camera and be back. Alright guys, we're back, and Iku and Morvalara have joined us. What's up?
Stuff.
Stuff, chilling.
Hello.
Having a good time.
Yep.
Nice. I'm playing with frame machines. Ha 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 ha.
Have to rub that in YouTube's face, huh?
I wanted to get around to making frames, and I've been waiting for them to be a little bit more stable than they were, and they're apparently stable-ish now, so it's time to start testing to make sure. So, hooray, I can make support frames. Nice.
Dyer, have you seen Azanor's contraption?
I don't know that I have.
He has silver wood leaves coming out of a deployer, immediately broken by a block breaker.
Okay.
That's all it does.
Maybe he's just testing?
Maybe.
Perhaps. Alright guys, you ready for the new stuff? The new stuff is cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
Check this stuff out. Boom. We've got tube frames. Nice. We can also, if we want, get some redstone here, and I believe there's two ways to do this. I can take a normal tube frame and apply redstone to it to get a redstone tube frame, or I should be able to take a redstone tube and a frame to get a redstone tube frame. Nice. So now we've got an item that a lot of people have been kind of wanting for a long time, including me, the ability to transmit items through your frames using tubes that go through the middle of them. They look pretty cool in world. I haven't played with these too much, I'll be honest with you. But, yep, there you go. Look at that. Nice. You can see it connects pretty cleanly. I want to see how they connect, like, out here. Oh, look at that. That is cool. That is nice looking. Dude, that is so awesome. That's beautiful. It brings a tear to my eye.
What is this thing?
What thing is what?
The thing in front of me, Cora. Furnace thing?
That's the... I forgot the name. Hold on.
So now that I've got these nifty redstone
Infernal
tube frames,
furnace.
I should be able to do some very cool stuff with it. Now, I definitely need... Do I have any... This is all this stuff, right? Yeah. I don't know that I ever created the plans for more cool things, but I definitely need some frame stuff. I need some frame motors and some solar panels and some battery boxes and some cabling and all kinds of other nonsense. So that's all going to come in time, but I need to decide where I want to start building this crazy frame contraption. I said over here, didn't I? I think I did. So let's first off do this. Start cleaning up the area after all. Yeah, this is definitely where I'm building. So what did the people on your stream have to say about the fact that there's now tubes inside of frames?
One person said, "Oh hell yeah, tubes and frames."
Yeah, it's
I don't
pretty
think
nice.
anyone else noticed because
Well,
we're staring
I
at
have to go
Azanor's house.
Azanor's house is pretty nice looking. I won't lie. I showed it in an episode or two back. I went and visited. All right, so let's do what I always do with the cobblestone. So I'm thinking I might just want... I've always really wanted one line of block breakers. I don't like the whole build that you had to do where you had like multiple lines, and now I can do that because of tube frames. So I can have just like one line of block breakers that like just goes over once, right? And then, you know, break, 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 straight across the line. And then I'll have some, you know, tube frames all hooked up like that. I might represent these a little differently because I really don't have enough items. But tube frames connected right up to the back of them, which means that the frame part of the tube frame can move the block breakers, and the tube part will connect to the block breakers and move items through it. So that should be pretty awesome. I'm going to represent that with some wooden planks or something. I don't know. We'll see. Whatever. You get the point, right? Yeah. I'll do it with these guys.
I believe I was just teleported somewhere random.
So how about I do this like in a direwolf fashion of 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Did you randomly
4.
click on a book?
I clicked on one of the books in Azanor's thing. I thought it said
Interesting.
digger. And now I am somewhere random.
So I'm gonna have like 9 block breakers on this thing. I could always easily expand it, like really easily, but that's okay. Now the cool thing about this is I should be able to easily now run these tubes all the way up to the part where we'll have like, you know, the whole frame motor and all that stuff up top here, and that's going to extend out to a platform, and the platform's job is going to be to process all my ores. So, you know, macerating, smelting. Don't really think I need any kind of sorting up there, short of the whole, you know, what goes where, what gets smelted, what gets macerated. Might want to decide how I want to power those machines. I'm thinking to use thermalcraft, or no, thermal expansion. Yeah, I said thermalcraft again, didn't I? King Lemming's going to laugh at me. But yes, I will definitely be using thermal expansion items to, you know, macerate and smelt and all that, because they're going to connect pretty cleanly with my red power tubes, but they'll also do a good job of cooking everything up and moving everything around. So let me... I think I should get my block breakers and a couple frame motors and just get started on the whole arm thing. So let me get a few more of these frames, and I'll be back in a bit. Okay guys, I'm back after getting a couple nifty items here prepared. Just charging up a couple of batteries because I want to get started building this crazy machine here. You can see I made myself a couple frame motors, a couple battery boxes, a couple cool things. Stored a bunch of stuff in here that I'm going to need. I've also got a bunch of frames, got some redstone tubes and pneumatic tubes, ready to really start cooking on this stuff. So let's go. Yeah, I think it's a good time. What I'm going to do first, I'm not going to worry about the block breakers just yet. I'm just going to head over here and use cobblestone in place of block breakers. First, I'm going to build the up and down arm, which is usually where I start. This is going to be similar to my last season single player, where I had the up and down arm going on, where it's just going to be manually controlled like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, and I'll be back in a second. All right, guys, and now it's time to start having fun with these nifty new tubes. So got my redstone tubes going into some support frames here. I'm going to just place them running along here. Because basically what this is going to do is they're going to connect to the block breakers underneath. And then right in the middle here, you know, there we go. So that'll run up to there. Awesome. And we can get some kind of redstone trigger somehow, I'm sure, on these. I'll have to figure out how to activate the redstone. I don't know if I need like a... I'm guessing the redstone things will connect, but we'll figure that out. And then up here-ish, I think I want to connect up my frame motors. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. So let's do this first. Like that. Then I got my screwdriver around here somewhere. I had my screwdriver. Where'd I put my screwdriver? Totally had it, I swear. Am I like doing that thing again where I don't see things in my inventory or what? Yeah. I know I had my sonic screwdriver.
I see
Alright.
Iku in a hat.
Yes, it's
Ooh.
me in a hat.
Alright, I'm gonna go find my sonic screwdriver. I'll be back. Alright, guys, I have no idea what happened to my sonic screwdriver, so I'm gonna make a new one. Because I really don't know what happened to it. There we go.
User entered
All
your
done.
channel.
I figured it out.
Oh yeah, what's that?
If you hold F3 and P, you can turn off pausing.
Oh, so it doesn't pause when you alt tab. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, it's great for, streaming so that I can chat with my stream and not actually pause the video.
Cool. Alright, if this guy goes up like this, that ought to be good. And then this guy should be the down one. So if he runs out, like, he moves it down, then he won't go any further. And this guy runs out, that should be cool. Alright, not bad. Next step, I need a battery box, and this will just be a temporary setup, right like so. And we'll just charge these guys up manually for now. Of course, I'll have some kind of wiring system at some point. Don't worry, we'll get there.
So what are you building with these tubes and frames?
It's going to be a quarry system that's going to be like a whole mining platform. It's going to do everything. It's going to macerate. It's going to do it all, basically.
Hey, Dyer, I have a question.
Okie dokie. Now I need a block breaker and a deployer, by the way. But go on. Carry on.
I'm looking at this here, and when you move those up, will they not trigger the thing itself?
What thing itself?
Like, when you move these frames up, won't they trigger the motors?
When I move the frames up?
Or do motors not trigger from these frubes?
No red power machine will receive redstone from its input side, if that's what you're asking.
Oh, okay.
Or from
Well,
its
I was
face,
just like,
kind of.
Yeah, if they move them, they could receive redstone tick and then move it again, and just kind of feed off of itself. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about since I haven't played with these new things very much.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you're asking.
Since these redstone tubes trigger redstone, and you need to trigger redstone on them or the redstone would trigger for the ticking the motors, wouldn't it cause the motor to activate whenever you ticked the tubes? If the tubes are on the motor?
No, because the tubes are on the face of the motor. And if you no red power block will activate when it receives redstone on its front face.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, so let's give this a try now. So basically, we're going to want to have a system whereby this happens. moving it up to here. So this guy will move it up, and then here we're going to have a block breaker of sorts. I might wind up swapping this at some point, but this is just proof of concept, basic initial setup. And this guy here, and this guy here. Cool. And this guy will need to have a bunch of you in here. I should really be flying for this. This is really a lot harder to do without flight. Yeah, like 2 seconds away from making a gravity suit because this is driving me insane. You have no idea.
I'm watching you do it, so I have a little bit of an idea.
Yeah, you probably do. Smooth stone. Gonna need a few buttons here.
Pretty funny that you just have 2 cameras basically watching you.
Mm-hmm.
3 if you count my own.
I suppose that's true.
No, I don't count yours.
I see what that cobble was for now. Those are breakers, aren't they?
Yep. Cool. So then I can move up like that. So pulse this way and then pulse this way to move the thing up like that, right?
So how do you power the redstone tubes inside the frames? Like jacketed wire, would that work?
I'm assuming as much, but I don't know yet. I haven't gotten there. And then we need a little bit of a this and this. Oh, look at that. Perfect. See? Beautiful.
Wow, that's like super simple.
That's what I aim for, usually. Who am I kidding?
Aim for is not always the same as achieve.
True.
That's cool.
Pretty spiffy? Alright, so that's step 1. We've got a thing that goes up and down. Like I said, might move the way these things are orientated, but for now that works well enough. Alright, I'll be back in a few. Alright, so the next thing I want to test is how to connect redstone signal to these things. I assume I can just place this guy right on the frames, but we're about to find out. And then I'm going to like super duper get annoyed. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. It connects beautifully. Nice. Can I just put a lever right on this dude? No. So let's do... Yeah, that's not going to work. Oh well. But you get the gist. It works. It'll connect. I need some red alloy wire. I don't think I brought any with me. Yeah,
That's
definitely.
pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
It's nice looking, right? It's really
It
nice
is.
looking. Alright, so I am going to probably need to do a gravity suit before I go insane making this build without some form of flight. So maybe I'll get working on that real quick. I'll start it now on camera, and then I'll kind of either finish it up before the end of this episode or, you know, something. I should hopefully have the resources for it. You know me, though. So what do I need for a gravity suit again? They're insanely priced. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave all this stuff in New Digger. Everything in here that I'm going to do frame-related things with. Because I'm going to need my inventory space. That should be relatively good. Goodbye, egg. Okay. Gravity suit time. Yeah, that's going to be expensive. Oh boy. So many things required. I do have an ultimate lap pack, right? I don't even have an ultimate lap pack yet. Wow, I'm terrible.
These mods are changing so fast, it's hard to keep up with them sometimes.
I know. I gotta get going. I gotta start making this gravity suit, because there's no way I can build this crazy complicated frame machine without flight. That'll just, like, I'm already going nuts and I'm only 5 blocks off the ground. I need flight. It has to happen. You don't understand.
At least until the boots of the Direwolf are around.
There's some kind of boots, but they're not going to do what I want them to do. Alright, YouTube. I will get cracking on this crazy machine here. I may finish it before the end of the episode. I may not. I'll come back in segments as I get progress made. So, gonna need a lot of stuff. Holy cow. Iridium plates. Oh, my head's spinning already. But I think I have a good amount of rubber and scrap. Yeah, look at how much UU matter I got. I got like tons. Hopefully that's enough for a gravity suit. I don't know that it is. I really don't. I'm sorry to say. Alright, I'll be back in a little bit. Alright guys, I am back, and wow, I forgot how insanely expensive this recipe is, but we're getting there. I just made myself the ultimate lap pack, which is pretty darn expensive, and got myself, yeah, ultimate lap pack, cool. So I can store 10 million EU now. Now on to the next phase of this. I need 4 more of these superconductors, huh? Well, I've got 2. Should be able to get 4 more of them. That shouldn't be too bad. Gonna need 2 more sets of this stuff. Alright, I can manage that. Don't mind me just, you know, using tons of resources on silly things. And I don't have enough of this. So let's go see how my coal macerating has been doing. Oh good, plenty. Getting there. Yeah, definitely having a good time crafting all these goodies. Cool. Plenty of superconductors now, so 4 of them. I think I'm going to need more for these graviton engines, aren't I? Yeah, I'm going to need 4 more superconductors. Great. And that thing's not so bad looking, I guess. So 4 more superconductors. Oh boy. Well, I only need 4 for this, so I need 3 more. So that's 1 more set. I think I can manage that. That shouldn't be too bad. Gonna definitely need some more advanced alloys, though, that's for sure. Yeah. Wow. I didn't think I'd need that many. Oh well. Back to cooking stuff. I'll be back in a few, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back, and at one particularly painful part of this build, I need to make myself 4 60k coolant cells per cooling core. I need 2 cooling cores per graviton engine. So that means I need 8 60k coolant cells per graviton engine. I need 2 graviton engines per graviton's plate. So I need 16 of these 60k coolant cells. Now a 60k coolant cell needs 6 of these coolant cells, which do not stack. So super painful part. I need 6 times 16 is 96 coolant cells, or a stack and a half, if you will. So I'm going to do it with templates here, just to show you guys how awesome it can be once I clear this out. So use a template, throw the bare materials in here, and we'll go like this. Right? Just make as much as you want. Not too shabby. I'm going to just store them all in here. And then the next part of this is upgrading these into...
Sorry about that unexpected absence.
That's okay. I'm playing with stuff. I'm making nifty, cool things.
Like a
30K.
Direwolf should.
I do what I can. So when we bring these down, we should be able to say 30k coolant cell, and then do this. See how much easier that is? Now, of course, these guys don't stack either, because that's part of the pain of this build. Yeah, painful, like I said. But we'll get there. And then once we have the 30Ks, cool. I can do 2 30Ks. Can go in.
And you have an electrical engine to power stuff up here.
Oh, yeah, checking out more Valara's build?
Yeah.
Of tininess. So, well, expanding tininess. It used to be tiny, then I started adding rooms.
Cool. So
My
I'll be
base
clicking
is
for a
a
while,
giant
guys,
cavern.
here, and I'll be back when I'm done. Alright, guys, we are back again. Just basically getting there with this process. Got a lot of work to do still, like tons. Currently working on the part where I need to make... I have most of my coolant cells. I need a few more. I have all my heat capacitors. I have all my iridium. I need some advanced heat exchangers. These guys are pretty expensive, unfortunately. And then beyond that, I think the last thing I need to make are my HV transformer, just one of those, not too bad, and the quantum bodysuit armor, which requires a little bit more work, but I should be able to pull it off. But unfortunately, we've hit the wrapping up point for this episode. So I'm going to wrap up here, then come back next episode, either with a gravity suit or pretty close to having one done, maybe like the last step or two of making it. Shouldn't be too bad. I'm waiting for a bit of rubber to cook up, so I have some more rubber for electronic circuits. I need about 8 of these at the moment. Yeah, good times, believe me. Everybody's having fun with this. So I'll be back, like I said, next episode. Hope you enjoyed Direwolf20's Server Play Series episode number 56. And as always, come back next time because there's still lots to do. This frame machine is going to be pretty awesome, I think, once it's done being built. Of course, I have a bit more work to do to get my gravity suit going, but then once I do, oh, it'll be awesome. It's time to go. So, Direwolf20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and as always, guys, take it easy.